Malam Satu Suro. The night before the first of Suro in the Javanese calendar is often associated with various mystical stories which were later pointed to the cinema. For example, the Satu Suro film was debuted in 2019. These films have a different stigma from the actual version of the tradition and culture. The various assumptions and stigma from the society may cause some risks and problems for the celebration of the tradition. In 2014, the Sindo newspaper reported that one albino buffalo belonging to the Surakarta Palace was stabbed by an unknown person. In 2011, bombs were installed in the albino buffalo cage at the Surakarta Palace ahead of the commemoration of night before the first of Suro. However, this tradition is also vulnerable to the threat of physical and non-physical disasters, so it requires good risk management to overcome this problem. I think a risk management strategy is needed to support the preservation of culture and traditions. The other uses qualitative methods with making interviews and literature. The first of Suro is a celebration of the new year according to the Javanese calendar. Both Surakarta Palace and Yogyakarta Palace interpreted the month of Suro as a month of holy or full of grace. This means that in the month of Suro, people have to do self-introspection and meditation to get closer to God. At this moment, several palaces in Indonesia celebrate a night before the first of Suro ritual with a heirlooms parade around the city. The heirlooms parade is led by albino buffaloes in Surakarta Palace. The excellence in the heirloom parade at night before the first of Suro in Surakarta Palace contains rituals in accordance with Pancasila values, so that they can be adapted as a national heritage. Pancasila has become the basic ideology within the life of the nation and state in Indonesia. The society is hoped that they can implement the values of Pancasila from this ritual. This tradition also has a relationship with nature. First, buffalo dung is a good fertilizer for agricultural land. Second, maintaining the sustainability of albino buffalo as a rare animal. Third, the city design will remain sustainable because the route will be the same for year to year. Maria Susana Pataro has called man-made risk entropy occurs in the different dimensions which can be attributed to the following. First, the development such as economic pressure, urban development, public works, uncontrolled tourism, etc. Second, the certain form of behavior such as vandalism, theft, riots, ethnic conflicts, wars, terrorist attacks. Third, the gap in conservation policies such as inadequate legislation, lack of training and professional ethics, change of protected legal status, certain sites, the absence of heritage in the political agenda. In this case, the heirlooms parade ritual at the night before the first of Suro in Surakarta Palace is very vulnerable to the risk category in point 2, namely certain forms of behavior as well terrorism, and point 3, conservation policy and the legal status that protects it. The following are possible non-physical disasters that could occur, namely: first, the behavior of hardline religious community that reject the understanding of this tradition. Second, there is a misunderstanding of these ritual values in the society. Third, the influence of the image of the royal family. When that internal commotion was exposed to the public, then there will be a decrease in the public trust to authority in the Surakarta Palace. Fourth, government preservation policies and legal protection. We have not yet special preservation policy arrangements and legal protection efforts against this tradition. Fifth, apart from non-physical disasters, it is also necessary to be aware of physical disasters, such as the health and nutrition problems of albino buffalo belonging to the Surakarta Palace. Conclusion: there are recommendations as an effort to respond and overcome the possible risks of the tradition. First, the ritual can be purposed to become a national heritage. Second, giving education to the society such as seminars, discussion, and research development. Third, making theatrical drama which raises the history and values of this tradition. Fourth, making government policies as well state the hierarchy in the management of the Surakarta Palace. Fifth, the government can give contribution in the supervision of albino buffalo's health. Last, the preservation of tradition as one of the real action risk management should also be supported by sustainability, creative and economic design by looking and exploring the existing potentials. One of the potential and meaningful is Porridge Suran or Jenang Suran. Suran porridge or Jenang Suran is one of the offerings in the month of Suro, which has the potential to be commercialized and used as alternative culinary, or it can be sold as a souvenir for tourists and the surrounding community.